What's up, Guardians? Profane here. Thanks for checking out the video. Today we're taking a look at an exceptionally powerful build for Hunters that is by far one of the strongest Stasis builds currently available in Season 19. And if you've recently picked up the new Aikilos SMG, then this is going to be a magnificent build to showcase that magnificent weapon. Today's build features, of course, the Aikilos SMG paired up with double grenade launchers by means of Lingering Dread, a stasis grenade launcher from the Duality Dungeon, which can come with Ambitious Assassin and Chill Clip. We're also using the Anarchy exotic grenade launcher for 3 reasons. 1, because it is an arc weapon, which will go with today's build perfectly, but also because we're using the seasonal artifact mod called Weakened Clear, which will refill stowed weapons and apply a weakening effect to enemies for roughly 7 seconds after striking a boss, champion, or breaking a combatant's shield with any grenade launcher. This increases the damage dealt to those enemies by 15% for as long as they are weakened, which can be refreshed to extend the effects. And since grenade launchers can be equipped with unstoppable mods, this can make for an extremely efficient way to take down those terrifying monstrosities. And an important asterisk to this is that if you run double grenade launchers with the grenade launcher unstoppable mod, by swapping between the 2 grenade launchers, you'll refresh the cooldown of the unstoppable mod. So just something to know. We're pairing these amazing weapons and mods up with one of the most underrated yet versatile exotic helmets for Hunters, the Mask of Bakris, or Bakris, I'm not really sure, but somebody in the comments will correct me, I'm sure. This exotic is exclusive to Stasis Hunters, and when paired up with the right Stasis build and an arc loadout, you're looking at a top-of-the-line DPS build with an astonishing 100% damage bonus that you'll have for the Aikilos SMG or any other arc weapon, because the Mask of Bakris comes with one of the most unique and powerful intrinsic traits called Light Shift. This replaces your standard Hunter dodge with a shift that allows you to travel 10 meters, much further than your standard dodge. And while you're dodging, you'll be completely invisible and invulnerable while shifting, leaving only a trail of lightning behind you. And as you re-emerge, you'll be granted a 10-second buff to all arc weapons of 10%, which is on top of the 15% damage buff that you'll have if you make your enemies weakened as you re-emerge. And on top of that, you'll receive an additional 10% weapon damage against all frozen or slowed enemies, which just so happens to work out pretty nicely into the Stasis build that's using Whisper of Rending, which now grants all primary weapons an additional 50% damage against frozen enemies, along with an additional 100% damage against Stasis crystals. Now, the Stasis crystals isn't really going to be as important to you. The big important news here is a 50% bonus to weapons against frozen or slowed enemies, which is going to stack on top of everything else. So now we've bumped the potential weapon damage of the Aikilos SMG or other arc primary weapons up to an additional 85%, which is absolutely amazing, allowing me to shred through these master level captains at more than 20 levels under. But we are not done by any means, because there is one more additional seasonal mod that we're using with this build that's going to make us exponentially stronger, and that is Solo Operative. This is going to provide you with a bonus 15% damage to all weapons and all abilities when you're the only member of your fire team, which is going to stack right on top of the 85% bonus that you're already getting from this build, giving you 100% bonus damage to the Aikilos SMG when you're going up against frozen and weakened enemies after dodging. There's a lot of damage that you can dish out in this time, especially since you have 10 seconds. And because of other key components of this build, you'll be able to efficiently keep your enemies frozen, giving you tons of constant damage bonuses that you won't see out of other builds. I'll leave an item manager link in the description below But the most important mods that you'll need with this build will be elemental shards, the Stasis mod that will turn Stasis shards into elemental wells. This, along with elemental charge, will charge you with light, where you'll then need the firepower solar mod, which regenerates half of your grenade energy after using your grenade while you're charged with light. This, along with impact induction, the solar arms mod, which returns grenade energy after hitting an enemy with your melee, are outstanding mods to use in order to get your dusk-filled grenades back. Supercharged will be a great addition as well, as it will allow you to have up to 4 stacks of charged with light. I know many of you will likely comment that high energy fire or font of might could really benefit here, but sadly high energy fire will get trumped out by the use of other mods and buffs that we're receiving from this build, and since we're not using any stasis weapons outside of the lingering dread, a stasis weapon bonus won't help here. To maximize our use of the Mask of Bakris, we're using Whisper of Refraction, which grants class ability when defeating slowed and frozen targets. Whisper of Rime to receive an overshield from the shards that will make off of killing enemies who are frozen or slowed, thanks to the Grim Harvest aspect. And thanks to the Touch of Winter aspect, dusk-filled grenades will receive a larger radius, as well as a medium-sized stasis crystal on impact, which can shatter enemies within, causing additional damage. Whisper of Shards will grant a large chunk of grenade energy back after shattering those dusk-filled crystals, as well as any other stasis crystal, and Whisper of Durance will cause your slow and freezing effects to last longer. Once you've put it all together, you'll be able to keep your enemies frozen while you zip around them, popping off grenade shots, then pulverizing them with the Ikilos SMG. And if you're lucky enough to get Volt Shot or a damage bonus trait like Surrounded, you're amping up that 100% damage bonus even more so with this top tier Mask of Bakris build. So Guardians, what are your thoughts on this odd looking but versatile exotic helmet and this Stasis Hunter build? Have you tried it out already with the Ikilos or another Arc primary weapon? What were your impressions? Let us know below, and if you haven't tried it out, let me know why. That's going to wrap things up for today's video, but thank you as always for checking it out. If you enjoyed and found it helpful, then be sure to hit that like button below, along with the subscribe button if you're new. Both are greatly appreciated, and both really do help support the channel. If you're a new Light Guardian just starting your journey, or a battle-hardened veteran looking for a new home, be sure to check out the Discord link in the description below and join one of the greatest communities in all of Destiny. And until next time, Guardians, this has been Profane, wishing you all some happy hunting.